All right. Okay. What's up? So I was just practicing, obviously, and I was thinking about Salome for some reason, just because it's just a C major scale, but it's an excerpt, obviously, and a lot of people have trouble with it, and so I was just going through a bunch of stuff and trying to see like how I basically conquered Salome. I guess you can't really conquer an excerpt, but okay. So these are some of the things I did for Salome. When I was a freshman in college, somebody played it, and I was like, oh, that's easy. I could play just a C major scale. So I started. So I would just do that, and I was like, oh, that's easy. And so the grad students were like, so every time one of the grad students came into my practice room, they would be like, Salome, and I'd be, and I'd just do that, and for the longest time, I would hit it perfect every time. And there was like one time where I didn't hit all the notes right, and it was like, oh, well, whatever. So after a while, I learned that I was actually an excerpt, and so I started practicing it as an excerpt, and then I started making a bunch of mistakes, and I don't know why. So this is what I used to do to practice that. Aside from the normal thing where you practice it slow, obviously, two things that I started noticing about the excerpt as far as moving. The problems usually start in two places for me personally, and I think it might be true for a lot of other people. It's going from the last two notes to the first two notes of there. So what I used to do, I would just practice going from the A to the C with the right hand, and the left hand, the G natural to the D natural. Because normally, while you're standing here, you might feel like you want to tense up in the back or even in the core, going from here to there. But that actually causes problems when you come into the middle. So it either hinders your movement to the next note, so you end up missing like the B natural to C, or something like that. So if you're going from here, like you might miss one because you're still tense in a certain area. So you want to make sure you're not tensing up going from the last two to the first two. So stay really relaxed in the core and in the lower back, or else you might miss a note. Or even the shoulder too. You might feel like you want to tense up in the back of your left shoulder specifically, especially since you're going from playing in the middle to going here. So don't feel like you're tensing up in the back for sure. You want to make sure you're still loose going up and loose going down. Okay? So yeah, going from the last two, the first two, and just getting really like, so getting used to that movement. So you can even do like that. And that makes it way easier. So maybe like, I don't know, F, G, and F, G. Standing right where I guess your belly button's at the middle C. So F, G up top, F, G on the bottom. Staying super loose and just using that arm extension, and then this should be easy. And then you can add notes if you want. So you can do let's see, E natural, F, G, A, or is that right? Yeah. So left E natural, F, G, and the right hand on the A, and then the first four notes F, D, E, F. Or sorry, C, D, E, F. same thing. Stay relaxed in the shoulder, so you have that freedom to go that way. So left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left. And I think that's the biggest problem that I had practicing this. And I think that's probably the biggest problem for a lot of people, is getting from here and being relaxed enough to get there again. Okay, so next thing, the other thing is to split up the notes, so just playing the right hand. C, E, G, D, D, F, A, then doing that again. And again, saying relax, so you have that freedom. Then the left hand's D, F, A, C, E, G. And for this one, I would probably focus more on the C, the E, and the G, because your shoulder is going to be in an awkward position, so practice those even more. So going from the A, the C, the E to the G. So you get used to that weird, that not so comfortable position. Okay, then Eric Milstein gave me an idea. Instead of having, let's see, I don't know how many notes this is, but instead of playing the entire thing the same way, you can split it up in your brain by doing C and then accenting the G. Because in the previous measures, obviously the xylophone is going duh, 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 duh. So you can split it up that way, having it going. So you can just have your brain going C to G and then G to A instead of C to A. And that kind of helps a lot. So. And then eventually you'll soften the accent on the G, so that way it's not just, you don't have like. If you want to split it up even further, you go from the C to the G, so you have, and then the G to the D, and then the D to the A. So you split it up into 3 groups instead of 2. So you have the option of going from C to A as 1 group, C to G, and then G to A as 2, or C to G, G to D, and then D to A as 3 groups. So you have, or you have, or if you want to, if you want to challenge yourself, just go, yeah, I can't even do it. So you have the option of just doing it straightforward. Yeah, and then, let's see, I guess you could do, so you don't have to worry about the middle. And then, obviously, you can put the rest in. Cool. The other thing is, don't play it too fast, because the music isn't that fast. And the accel isn't even that much of an accel. Or an Excel. So it's so it's not that fast. Because people are like, it's not, just take a chill pill. It really, it rather increases in dynamic and intensity than really in speed. I mean, it show a little bit, like show a little bit of forward motion, but it's not like, it's not. It's not that. It's just a very subtle accel, in my opinion. Yeah, so those are my kind of tips for that, I guess. So splitting up the hands slow, obviously. I'm like really tired. Sorry. Oh, playing it soft, dude. Like, cause you have to be very like. Like, if you can play it soft, you can play it loud. It's really easy to go. You know, it's easy to play it loud. Someone said, "Oh, hey, Jay." It's hard to see the comments on here. And what's another hard one? Oh, that's an opera one. What's that? Macbeth. Yeah, Lady Macbeth is. There's no octave. I just like adding the octave every once in a while. Yeah, Lady Macbeth. Okay, I play all of that in the middle of the bars because it's so bombastic. You want a full sound. Full sound! Yeah, I love that one. It's so much fun. So obviously it's more. Oh man, how's it go? I forgot it. I haven't played it in so long. Abby, love you, Abby. I miss you a lot. That's it. Okay. I haven't played in so long. It's so cute and like crazy, you know? So, yeah. I think the problem with that one is always landing where the E is. There we go. You know, put a lot of like gusto up in that. Something like that. Yeah. Cool. I think, the danger, going back to Salome, the danger with Salome, especially, well, the danger with any excerpt, I think is, especially for me personally, is like getting up in the music too much, like getting overexcited. Because as soon as you get too overexcited, the energy becomes like way too much, obviously, and then you lose control that you have. So then you have like, you know, you get to that instead of having a very calm, collective excitement. It's like you're super, Robin Williams said, it's like you're like super excited, but you're keeping it all inside. So you just have like a burning energy. So you just have to keep all the excitement inside and channel it, you know, every once in a while. So. You can bring it out in the end. So, yeah. So I can't, like, as much as I would love to, I can't go. You know, I can't do, you know, I mean, I can hit all the notes, but I just look weird. Ugh, ow. Yeah. And then you have the. Actually, Miles Kim. Miles Kim has a different, at the very end of that, this is the second excerpt of Salome. When you get to the B flat F, double right. That's Miles Kim right there. Thank you, Miles. If you're seeing this, I love you. So yeah, that's instead of a double left, because it gives a nice forward motion up in that. I don't know what his reasons for that was, but I like it and I took it. Yeah, so I just, even for that, I'm all in the middle of the bars. That's so cool. Oh, random tip. I really like singing the parts while I'm playing. It's like a Keith Jarrett thing, or Hiromi Yahora, if you ever want to watch piano jazz players. Of course, you have to watch yourself when you're actually playing in an audition, because maybe you'll start like, you don't want to like have that. So you want to temper it if you want. But it makes me feel a little bit more connected, especially like physically. Not just, I mean, obviously I'm hitting the bars, but for some reason just vocalizing it helps a little bit. And then after doing it vocally, you can start audiating it in your head, so you can sing it in your head, and that kind of makes you feel a little bit more close and more connected to the music. That helps me. If it helps you, cool. Yeah, so I always think about long notes. You know. Yeah, I think Mark, well, I started doing it earlier in college, but then Mark Demalakis had me sing everything. He was like, sing Capriccio Espanol. Zut, zut, zzz, too fast, zut, wrong kind of zut. You know, he would have me vocalize it, which I really appreciate from that guy. Thank you, Mark. Yeah, so it takes a lot of energy, but it helps. If you can sing it in the right octave, that's cool. I can't. You know, it's silly, but you know, you kind of have to put yourself out there a little bit. So I would suggest doing that, even in lessons. If I don't know if the teachers will let you do that or anything, but you know, use at your own discretion. Yeah. Cool. That was difficult because it's so long, and then you have a lot of whole tone scales, all that crazy stuff. That part's hard, obviously. What's the other hard excerpt? I mean, they're all difficult, but I'm trying to think of all the crazy ones. So Salome and then Macbeth. So those are the ones I kind of talked about. Yeah. Any requests? I don't know who's all out there. Hi, Bronwyn. Hi, Daniel. Hi, Ellie. Or, no, it's Ellie. Eli, sorry. I apologize. That's Eli. I thought it was another friend. Logan, Kelsey, Zach, Leland, Joe, Eric, Jonathan. I'm just going through everybody. Mark Berry. I don't know why you said your name that way. I'm sorry. Andrew Peterson. Woo! I haven't seen you in a minute, man. Rob Diaz. Abby. I said hi to Abby. Ashley Motley. Man, this has been a while. Cade. Jahari. Jay. Aaron. Lisette. Jay. Another Jay. Jeremy. Oh, Jeremy's watching. Hi, Jeremy. Riley. Oh, man. Victor. Oh, I hope. Sorry if I pronounced this wrong. Kema or Kima. I'm guessing Kema. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. Erica, Giovanna, Bill Platt in the house, famous. Mateo, Cameron, Bradbury, Barberry. I'm sorry. I apologize. Kenneth, Christopher, David. Wow, a lot of people watched. Thank you guys. Pedro, Brian Bean, Edward, Troy. Tatum, Lachlan. Oh, hey, Lachlan. John Malahy. Sorry, I'm sorry for pronouncing everyone's names wrong. Daniel Kala, Daniel, Brianne, Adriana. Hey, Mom. There's Mom. Mom's always watching. Okay. Break over. Okay, any requests? That's what I meant to ask. Sorry. Garrett. More questions. Oh, I probably said this in a different video, but improvising a lot. Like just doing. Just getting used to just like. Like, I don't know, just kind of going through. That'll be on next year's audition. Oh, hey, okay. Eli says Petrushka, 1911. I'm guessing. All right, it's been a while since I've like. Oh wait, here we go. These are glockenspiel. This is bass drum. Okay, I'm gonna try to figure. I'll find my way. Okay, Petrushka. That goes. Right? I think yeah. Okay. If you were watching Salome, it's basically the same thing. Let's see. That was easy. Okay, so same thing. You can split the hands up for that section. Hopefully you can follow along. I can't remember what measures they are, but it's the G to the F. So that one, split up the hands. Obviously, you could do G, D natural, D, F, and then it's just. And the same thing here, going from the B natural to the G. Don't tense up in this part of the shoulder, or else you're gonna miss it. It's this part for the right hand, mostly if you're right-handed, I think. So. Because you're going on the inside, and I think generally your dominant hand will tend to want to tense up in the inside of the shoulder. So if you're playing, let me try to do. Yeah, it's the same thing if I try to do that starting with my left hand. Don't tense up in the inner part of the shoulder here. Whereas if you're going further out, it'll be the back of the shoulder where you don't want to tense. But I digress. For this one, don't tense here, okay? Or else you're going to miss it. And then going out, when you get to the F, make sure you're still relaxed on the outer side of your arm, or else you're going to feel too tense getting there. So it's navigating going from like that motion, because extending here is a little weird for your arm. It depends on where you stand too. So you want to stand further away. That relieves that extra weirdness at the back of the arm. I stand really close, so it feels a little weird for me. Yeah, that's one thing. And then obviously the left hand. Yeah. Oh, good thing about this though, it makes it easier if you phrase that pattern instead of trying to go you know. So you know, you know. I think I might even did that. Like, you know, just a little like sauciness, just a little sprinkle of sauce. So yeah, going back to the. This I do in the middle of the bars still, and I start with the left hand. For a while, I tried doing to do the da 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 da, but it's not really traditional practice. So I switched back to going the cool. Oh, for that part, I go. I make it seem like I'm going to the F, and then for the last one, a little accent on the C. So because it's on the downbeat. Sorry. You know, long note, then a little bite at the end. So that's that one. And then for super light and mellow, sorry. Then like, okay, so how I do that one? Same thing with Salome. It's getting from so going from the D to the E. Then the A to the D with the left hand. It's really important not to tense there, but to relax into your main position. So I kind of stand where the D and the E are, so I have that place to rest. And then adding the C, so you can do first left hand, and then the one with the right hand. So you can feel that flow. So you have the C with the right hand, C to D, and then D to E. That's the most important part, being super fluid and relaxed there. And then if you want, you can still do like something random like that. So 2 notes down there and something high up here. So you get this motion really easy. And then this is like, it makes it super easy. So doing the extreme to make the non-extreme easy. You know, same thing with that. You want to keep phrasing. Don't try to do like, no, don't try to do that. Phrase through that. It makes it a lot easier. So I still do and I kind of phrase away. I do that. So I phrase away the D da 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 and crescendo into that. And even when I'm not like phrasing anything, I'm still feeling that forward motion for that. And then it comes out at the end. Yeah, what's another one from Kratrushka? I can't remember, I'm sorry. But I think someone said Porgy, maybe? Hopefully you're still here. Sorry it took so long. Eric Phillips. Okay. Porgy and Bess. I'm sorry it took so long. Okay. Okay, so that one, let me move this over. I can't turn the camera because it won't turn, unfortunately. I don't know why. Same idea. Harriados. Okay, I'll do that next. Stay on the line. Same deal. I did a Porgy and Bess video. It should be on YouTube and or on my page. I did a live stream about Porgy and Bess a while ago. So I'm just going to run through what I did. Same thing. I do everything in the center of the bars, and I do it all hand to hand up until one double, which is at, and then left, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. And I only have one double there. So I do. I think Patsy told me about that. She's, oh my gosh, she's great at it. Yeah, it's possible. You just, have to get used to doing. And again, you want to stay loose, especially in the hips. If you're too tight, it makes it so much more hard. So just feel your feet on the floor and just go ham. You know, so control will come. Just start with, just play it like super high. Use rubber mallets so you don't kill your ears, so you don't have to worry about playing soft, you know? Full strokes. Okay, and play it slow. So slow, full strokes. Do you shift your body or stay planted in one spot? Let's see. I'm pretty sure I do. Everything that happens here, for that one I don't. So I just shoot up. Okay, so I shift my body, but I don't move, so I keep my legs in the same spot. Okay, then when I get to here, then I do shift my legs as well. So when I get to here, I still have my legs planted, my feet planted where they are. And when I'm shifting my body, I think more of shifting weight instead of like a movement. So you want your weight to shift where you need it instead of like your body. It just makes the movement a little more fluid and less like rigid. Because if I'm thinking like moving my body here, like it's like I have to take some of my energy that I'm using for playing into my movement instead of incorporating into my movement, if you know what I mean. So thinking about things in weight instead of like shift might work a little better. Just give it a shot. And it helps with the consistent color as well, because if you're shifting, that means there's going to be a change in the weight distribution with your hands. So if you think of moving weight, the weight distribution will stay the same. I'm playing it too fast, sorry. You know, it's going to stay the same wherever you move if you're thinking of just shifting your weight different places instead of just like, I'm playing here now. You know, I'm playing here now. Okay? Slow practice, obviously, I said. Rubber mallets, playing super full, like super high, loud full strokes. Just to get your hands used to where they need to be, you know, and making sure, and super slow, like you want it to be like obnoxiously slow. So you can just see where your hesitations are, especially where you're going from like, you want it to be super fluid. So when you pick up the pace, you can just relax into that. Yeah. Accents, obviously, don't. I mean, people can get really obsessed with the accents. Oh, Harrianos. I need to make sure I do that. I'm sorry. So you can go. You know, you can get that obsessive. But I always think of accents or any type of what do you call it? Those things. I'm sorry. I'm like really tired. I think of those as just colors, additional colors. So it's never like, oh, it's like a part of the color. You know, it's always just a part of the color. So don't get too like, accents, every note the same way, you know. Don't try to think of it that way, okay? All right, 4-game best done. Harrianos, I love this excerpt. I posted a video about it on Instagram. So it's really short, it's just a minute. This keeps moving. Sorry. No problem. Okay, I play the main melody in the center of the bars. So, or it'll be right, 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 or, yeah, you get the idea. And then the grace notes, I play on the edge, so the B natural, no, B natural, B flat on the edge, C natural, in off center a little bit, D natural, off center a little bit, and then accent on the middle of the note. So, cool. And I do those all as upstrokes to get ready for the full stroke. Okay, so these are all fulls basically. And then, to prepare for the grace note, I'm going full stroke, downstroke, so I can move for the upstrokes, full, down, up, full, down, up, full. Cool? So, you can split it up that way if you want. And everything's like, practice those. Some people do to keep the, but sometimes it sounds like a, instead of like, cool. And everything's super light. Yeah. I'm tired. I'm sorry. I played it once. Okay. And the reason I do that is because I can split the eighth notes and the grace notes a little bit more, so it's not da-da-da-da, so it's not like that, but it's a lot more da-jut, da-jut, da-jut-ba-da-ba-da, not da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, you know? Cool? Oh, hey, Garrett. Woo! Thank you. And I use, I have a pair of old Tom Freers that have a very thin rattan, so it's easier to get the bounces out. Thicker rattan will be a lot slower and a little bit more rigid. So if you have like a plastic or a little softer plastic mallet to give it a little brightness, and you have like a thin rattan, that should make it super easy to do. Do I have those? I might have them, actually. Hold on. One. Yeah, here's one. And where's the other one? There they are. Got them. Okay. So yeah, you can see it's like, compared, you might be able to see it. It might be not very much of a difference, but this, it's a slight difference, but it makes a huge difference in the bounces. Yeah, you can see it. Yeah, there you go. You can see it. Yeah, so this is the Freer one, and this is the Malletech Brown, which you should all buy. Yeah, he still makes these, it's great. This is a great mallet. Oh my gosh, it's the old ProMark Freer. I don't know if you could read this. This might be backwards, but it's a ProMark Freer FK6. Love these mallets and love the Malletech Browns. Cool. But yeah, it's like super light, you know? Yeah, so. I'm tired. Cool. So I love these mallets for that. Again, the thin rattan makes it super easy to get the bounces out. That's why I can go so fast. I can do it. Cool. Oh, with that, with the upstrokes specifically, I'm feeling like I'm pulling not just from the wrist, but from the upper part of my forearm. That's what's going to get you that really quick speed without having to work so hard. So you're just kind of like you're just shifting out from the forearm. And it keeps with using the forearm, it keeps the color really warm, because if you try to do it with the wrist, it'd be even brighter and a little more crass. It's a lot of energy to go that fast without adding a lot of pressure in the wrist and in the thumb and first finger. So using the forearm softens the blow and keeps it warm, instead of doing it from the wrist. You know? So hopefully you can hear it out there, but doing it from the forearm keeps it warm, instead of all from the wrist. And it gets really loud and it's hard to control. I learned that from Eric Milstein. Thanks, Eric. Yeah, Eric's playing is so awesome. It sounds like that. It's great. I love watching Eric play. Oh, it's like that. Yeah, he plays with lyric. It's great. Like I love watching and hearing him play. And Mark's more like, it's like very in your face and awesome and warm, and it's great. Yeah. Oh, Allison! Hi, Allison. Oh man. Okay. Any other requests? How's my battery doing? It's like a 43. Yeah. Oh, any other requests? I did Salome, Harianos, Petrushka, Porgy and Bess. Oh, and Macbeth. So that's 5. I'll have to do another one of these for snare drum, which will be, I think it might be too much for the phone, but I think it might be fine. Yeah. Yeah, I'm really tired. 40. Oh, dude, it is at 48. Bruh. Hi, Matt. It's like a running joke, sorry. Man. Okay, I think I'm gonna go rest now. Yeah. Okay. If there are anybody have one last request before I go? I'm gonna go take a walk. Well, I'm gonna go sit down first, and then I'm gonna take a walk. It's a beautiful day in Calgary. It's like a warm 20 degrees Celsius or something. I'm still not used to the Celsius thing, so it's like 65 or 68 out there for me. But yeah, if anybody has another request, please let me know. I will stay on here for 1 more minute. Yeah, and then I will go and take a break and take a walk because I'm tired. I've been running around all day. Oh, dude, hey, Rich. I miss you too, man. I'll have to come out and visit. When I come out to visit, I'll let you know. It's been a while. Tired. Okay. In that case, I will see you guys soon. Thanks, everyone, for messaging me. It's been a rough one, but, you know, that's life. I'm going to do my best. So, okay. Don't get me started. All right. I'll see you guys soon. I love you guys. And I'll keep you guys posted on what's going on. Okay. Peace. I'll post this on my Facebook so everybody can still watch it. Okay. Oh, Rachel. It's been a while. We still have the same birthday. Okay. All right. Bye, guys. I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching, everyone who tuned in. I will put this on my Facebook for people to rewatch so it stays in the internet. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye. How do I stop this? Okay, there we go.